Hey, what's up, guys? It's gonna be kind of like tutorial video for my YouTube. Um, so basically, a lot of my videos are just gonna be, they're either gonna be like fun videos where I just whoop some kid's ass like really bad, or like just something funny happens, and then the majority of them are gonna be just like game analyzes for myself. So it's just kind of like a journal for uh, like like my StarCraft history. So right now, like, I'm in gold. I'm top gold. So usually that's like the level to where you start to kind of get all your build orders down and stuff like that. It's pretty much the first step into becoming like quote unquote pro, right? And then platinum's basically, you're like above average StarCraft player and stuff like that. And I'm pretty close to platinum. I'm just kind of stuck on just getting my build orders down and kind of figuring out if this person does this, what should I do, stuff like that. So there's my proxy pylon. I'm doing actually a 4-gate build, and you will notice that I'm kind of slow on my build, and I kind of get things mixed up a little bit. That's just because this guy was talking shit, and so I really wanted to just whoop his ass like really bad. So I was kind of thinking too much. So I guess that's something that I need to work on, is especially since I've been starting to go to like tournaments and stuff like that, not like in person but online. And so like one of the things is I kind of get way too pent up and stuff like that. So I think that's something that I need to work on. It's just actually finds my proxy pylon in this really good. So that's one of the things I need to work on. Is kind of keeping calm, being cool, calm, and collected. Playing smart, pushing slow, stuff like that. Just making sure that I'm not, the adrenaline's not getting too bad. So I believe this guy's actually going to 1-1-1 build, but I already knew off the bat that he was kind of shitty. I think he's actually like in Silver League, like a low or middle Silver Leaguer. So I mean, I'm top gold. I'm not tooting my own horn, but I definitely know that I can beat a low Silver League's ass. And it's not always like if you're in this league you're this skill level, because you can just pick up the game and be really good at like strategy games and just whoop people's asses in the beginning. You just kind of have to get all the build orders and like basic unit compositions and stuff like that. Something I want to note is that I actually should have got a stalker at 21, and then at 23 get my warp gate research. But I think I ended up doing like a stalker on 19, and then getting warp gate research. So just little stuff like that, and also these gates actually came out a little bit too late. So I set up my other proxy pylon down here because I knew this one was gone, and obviously when you're 4-gating, you definitely want a proxy pylon down there. And I'm pushing out with 1 zealot, 2 stalker, and then I guess an additional 1 zealot and 1 stalker over there too. So I guess my unit composition isn't the greatest, but I think it's pretty average right now. Definitely, I mean, I didn't know he had these at this moment in time, but I mean, I could probably fairly beat that with this right here, probably fairly easily actually. So you see me warping in more stalkers, and then I'm surprisingly keeping my money lower than I usually do, which is pretty nice. Right now I'm just waiting for the warp gates to get their cooldowns done, but I scouted with the stalker and I immediately knew, like, oh my god, I can whoop this kid's ass. Yeah, easy. Like, that's a little BM, but I thought it was funny. So he gets a tank out, but I mean, really, that's really not gonna help you out there. But I reinforced my units a little bit more, because I like to play on the little bit of a safer side when I push. So I want to make sure that I can ultimately just whoop his ass. So obviously you want to send your zealots first, your stalkers behind. He ends up actually pushing his marines back, and then I just come up and I'm like, okay, free snipe on your tank there. And then he's just got 4 marines left that unit. So basically right here is a GG, like really bad. He's like try-harding with all of his workers, and obviously that just ends up bad. Something that I want to point out about him is that these 2 barracks I think should have came a lot earlier. Like, I'm not a Terran player, and I'm by far not, amazing with them, so. But I think that I can go ahead and say that these 2 barracks really needed to come out way earlier. And this, I don't even know why he has this, because the whole game he was just sitting at this tower. So there's a GG, and I just said well played. But he just had this tower, and what he could have done is at least scouted me or try to see my unit composition. And I mean, if he saw, like 4 or 5 stalkers, he definitely should have went Marauder. Or I mean, most Terran players actually they get a couple Marauders in their army. If they're going buy a ball, obviously they want to get like Marauder Marine and stuff like that. If there's more stalkers, you want to get more Marauders. If there's yeah, wait. I don't think you would need Marauders for Zealots unless you got concussive shells. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you want Marauder Marine. If you see a lot of Stalkers, you obviously want to go a lot more Marauders and stuff like that. Marines are obviously just kind of like the filler in your army. Usually, I mean, they're usually good for just filling up armies and stuff like that because they're stem and stuff. Excuse me. But yeah, this will be kind of my tutorial video. It's my 4 gate. It's kind of sloppy, but I assure you it's not always sloppy. I was just, the nerves get in the way. It's not always about skill. It's also about like your nerves and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys definitely check out my next video. I'm probably going to be doing something pretty cool with that one. But talk to you guys later. Peace out.